Thank God Warwick turned. Oh my, what the fuck? What even happened there?
Hard to do it like.
What up, bosses? Your bro M to the BT. Gonna be bringing you something a bit different today. We're gonna be doing some full Nasus gameplay, but I want to sort of dedicate this video to talking about Nasus and his sort of 45% CDR and different ways of sort of getting to that point, and my opinions out of the games I've played, what sort of works best. So this game we're going for max CDR, so generally we always go for the 45% cooldown build, but we go different ways about it. Generally, in most cases we start off with 5% cooldown because of the mastery point in the StormRaiders. I'm unsure what she's called, intelligence maybe. But in this video we're going to be running 10% CDR runes, which you would have seen at the start, which gives us 10% plus the bonus 5%, and then the additional 5% comes from the ancient coin, which we pick up, which is an okay-ish item to pick up on Nasus. It's kind of nice, I guess, for the cooldown. So that means we start off with 20%, whilst compared to my normal sort of build where we run StormRaiders and everything's exactly the same bar the runes, we would start off with 5%. So it certainly means that we should be able to pick up a lot more stacks, because at the same time, the way I normally look at it is the cooldown's mainly effective when the wave's under turret, because that's when you're struggling to get the sort of minions. But certainly there's point, obviously, where you're not be able to get ones like there. I probably wouldn't get that Q if I didn't have that cooldown. So it's certainly nice to have in that sense, but it's kind of greedy to take, and it doesn't always pay off. We recently did a Gangplank game where I only got like 300 stacks, which, to be honest, you could easily get that in 20 minutes with Nasus, with any build, to be honest. Well, as long as he's getting some cooldown at some point. My problem with this build, though, is with the cooldown, you obviously max out cooldown pretty early. You can get around 45% if you play it right by about 10 minutes, give or take. Depends on, if you get kills or how much farm you picked up and blah-de-blah-de-blah. But the problem is after that cooldown, that 10% of runes you have, after the first 10 minutes is sort of wasted. It's kind of nice because you've picked it up, but I quite enjoy having with the runes I normally run with the additional AD, because it's constantly, that damage is constantly there and it's constantly making me stronger, which I quite like. And also allows me to duel my opponent a little bit better. Even though that's something which I talk about is not necessarily farm mechanics. It's not something that you necessarily want to do on Nasus, but, if that option breaks out, you can make a duel happen and it's going to go in your favor, then sure, why not, eh? But yeah, things going good. Missed a few... This is the worst part, where we pop my Q to get that minion, and I've now got to hold on to my Q forever and ever and hope that we can get something. But the nice thing, champs, that I'd probably pick this into is the likes of Maokai, because really, he can't do too much. In theory, if we do let him just constantly hit me and, hit those Qs off, he is going to do some damage, but, he's not going to do too much, and for him to do that, it's going to shove the wave, which is going to work in my favor. So, him, Singed, Gangplank. Sometimes Gangplank's going to be a little bit aggressive, but, it's definitely a champion that you could get away with it. I probably wouldn't look to do this build against someone like a Renekton or a Riven. You want to be just tanking up as solid as possible. Which also brings a point to my other runes that I run, that maybe they're not the greatest for Nasus. It was just something that I took and I was like, oh my god, I can kill people. And it's not really gives you that sort of tanky start, which is, to be honest, you kind of really need in most matchups with Nasus. But I've never really been one for runes and masteries. I just sort of let my gameplay do the talking. But yeah, solid start so far. I think we're going to have to back a little bit sooner than I would necessarily like. We have taken a bit of a pounding. Like, we have TP, but ideally, if you could get like 20% on your first, or two 20% items, or two 10% items, that would be amazing. But we're looking, with the ancient coin means that we have nothing to build out, so we need to straight out build a Kindred Gem, which is going to be 800, and then the cheapest thing, I guess, is Glacial Shroud, which I think is 900 now. So we need, what, 1700... 1700, stole my stack. 1700 gold, which is quite a way off, whilst we only have like half health here, really. So we could just back, get Kindred Gem, and then we've got my TP, and we can obviously start stacking up. But you can see here with the 20%, we're pretty much picking up most minions with my Q, which is nice. So be interested to see. I think I've hit around about just under 6. I think the highest I can remember ever getting that. I don't know if it was actually necessary with this build. Some games I've hit 500 just going with the standard build that I normally run. We got to be careful we don't actually have wards and we'll cure minions at full health, but I think I'm around about 550 is the most I've got in 20 minutes. Maybe a little bit more, I always sort of forget, but generally, you know, if you're getting anything over 400, you're looking good. 300, you know, you don't really want much less than 300, but 200 is definitely the cut-off point. You know, every matchup's different, right? You know, against a Darius or something, you know, I guess you'd probably be happy that you get 200. We've actually done quite well, we've healed up here, and this is the thing, is Maokai can't punish me. So we've been able to look quite nicely, but I am worried we don't have wards, and reckon he was like mid-ish area, so we probably should drop down. But this is my lifesteal, and he hasn't been able to punish me now, so we're looking pretty healthy, and I have ult, so I feel we probably could actually stay out long enough here to get that sort of CDR. Oh my, oh, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Actually, no, we're good. GG. Well, that fancy new ultimate of his. The wards, unfortunately, warding actually killed me. It's a shame. You're literally like 100 gold out. Gonna go double Sapphire just because we're building enough now, so I don't need the mana versus Maokai. And we're TP top. A bit of a bummer, really. And you know, obviously, me dying here is going to slow me getting the stacks. But fortunately, we don't really lose too much. We're actually going to be able to hold this wave before going to the turret. Maokai is probably going to try and stop me. But again, you know, this damage he does really isn't all that scary. And with my lifesteal starting to get a bit stronger now, we should kind of be able to eat through it. But a shame because we were literally like so close to getting that perfect start. But there we go. Warding. Don't ward, guys. That's the lesson from today's video. Warding kills. It was unfortunate, really. You know, I ghosted as soon as I could when I realized what was sort of going down. But there we go. So we should actually still get the big minion here, which we wouldn't normally, or we wouldn't really actually be able to get, as we'd only come back with 10% in this situation. Well, maybe 20% actually, because the ancient coin slowed things down, I guess. So what was that? So we got 3 minutes. We want to wait out my ult, which we should be fine, really. Wait up for my TP. We now have my ult if we really want to burn it. You know, don't be scared of using your ultimate as a defensive thing. You know, we're not really looking to use my ult aggressive. It's kind of nice to hold my ult there because it can bait bods in. But you know, if you need that bonus health, then you know, why not? Hey, cool. I'm happy with things. 56 farm. You know, we're pretty good. As good as things could be with. As Nasus, I'm really worried that that was happening. We're gonna have to shove this out as quickly as we can. Try and punish them. Not really, or nothing we can do about that. Maokai, because the waves pushed in, has got able to roam, and GG makes a good use out of his push there. So one way to punish Nasus is actually, ganking. Generally, most laners aren't going to really be able to punish Nasus in a 1v1, in theory. Unless Nasus cocks up, especially like a Maokai. So roaming, is the best way to really crush Nasus because it forces my hand into doing something, and also gains a lead for his team. Whilst I don't really have an answer to it. If I TP down, I'm going to lose so much out of it. Or even if I walk down or whatever, we're just going to lose so much. And it's one of those things with Nasus, you do really kind of leaving your team in a ditch. But, if your team just chill out for sort of 20 minutes or so, then you'll be the god and they'll all be kissing you and thanking you later. Probably take the opportunity to actually recall here. So, this is the thing here. Could probably take that wave if we really wanted to. But we're not going to get too much more. We might have 550. We probably could actually have got that then. So we hit 40% at 10 minutes, just about. I decided to back then as we wasn't really doing much. I'm going to use my ghost as well. Using your ghost to get in lane, like if we popped a little sooner, we should actually be able to hear and collect all this now, which is pretty cool. We could have waited out and collected this and then used my TP to come back, but it's not really a massive issue. But generally speaking, if you're looking alright, if we hadn't have died, we would have 45% by 10 minutes, and that's the sort of golden point that you want to hit. But missing that 5% really isn't really going to cost me much here. And we should be looking pretty cool. The only problem here now was the problem with this build, and this is one of the biggest issues. It's why you can't really run it at first like anyone super scary like a Darius, Ribbon, and that is the fact that we are like super squishy right now. We have like no decent stats, and yeah, like you can just see here, we don't really do much whatsoever. Nice thing is we have TP, so we're not really going to lose anything off of this. But we have like, yeah, again, stacks, which is great, and like Maokai say can't punish us here, but if we were to get ganked, we probably would get pretty crushed. So it's something you got to be careful. You're sacrificing, you know. And also that comes down to the sort of whole gank thing, is that I really can't do anything with this build because we would be absolutely useless. Maybe we can get a Q off and be like, yo. Other than that, we haven't got too much going. So we'll probably look to get spirits, even though, well, Maokai really isn't the heaviest. We could, to be honest, if we really wanted to, go Triforce and just wreck him in that sense, which gives a possibility. Be a bit of a slow Triforce, but to be honest, we don't really need a spirits first Maokai. Definitely going to be needed this game, but it's not massively important. So that's possibly an option. So we could actually jog on that Sapphire Crystal and just start building to a Triforce instead. If we go for the Nasus 2 for Stinger, whatever it's called these days, then we're looking good. So he's actually gone Rod of Ages. So you can see the damage. Once my Ghost comes up, I think we could actually kill him here. I don't think that we're going to kill him without Ghost because he's just going to be able to run away. But I honestly think that once as long as we don't go dying here, we have my ult, so we can bait him. This is one of those things, but it's one of those things that he does it quickly, and I don't get my ult off. It's a risky maneuver. But I feel once with the Ghost up, we'd definitely kill him here. Or potentially. As long as they get ganked. Try and get a Q off them would be nice. Oh my. Toying with it. I think we can do it. Be a bit careful. I don't want to take another Q to the face there. See if he goes to me. He's just going to ult though, which is going to be real sucky. But we should have him here, maybe. Just save my E to get underneath if we can. Oh! We got a flash. GG! I don't know why he didn't flash. Maybe his flash was down from that whole mid lane embargement he got involved with. But solid kill. The thing is, we have a decent amount of stacks now. I mean, we'll definitely go. We're going to go Triforce. Reckonude's bot so we can tank one more wave. It's cool. GG. Really good stuff. You know, I kind of felt comfortable. I knew we weren't going to die. I didn't necessarily know if we were going to kill him, but it was worth a go and pays off. Be a bit careful here though. Don't really connect. We get out of here. Casey has a ward somewhere and TP is really scary. Nice thing though is burning his TP now means that he can't actually make anything happen bot side or anywhere. He's stuck top now, which is cool. Fortunately can't afford a Triforce, that would have been a godlike back. We could still get Glacial Shroud, I guess. Doing nothing else with that Sapphire Crystal. Give us some armor. Why not, eh? Like, for the sake of 300 gold, which we're going to get easily, and now we're just a godlike, and we're just going to 3D stack. So we're looking pretty good, you know, almost 300 stacks. Probably be around that in 30 minutes, and he just won't be able to stop me stacking now. He do some damage, but we can just fight through it. And this also comes down to what I was going to talk about, is he doesn't have any armor, so that's why we do so much damage as well. He's gone for Rod of Ages, which I don't like on Maokai. I was really a big fan of Maokai last season, and I played one game where I built Rod of Ages. There's a build I used to go for, and I got absolutely crushed by this. Olaf when I did it, and I've never ever built it again. And I've just gone tanky like Frozen Heart or something, which I think would be better for him. Again, he's roamed. We just carry on pushing. We get a 3D stack, 300 minions already. Stacks, 300 minions. I guess would be pretty OP. And we're going to be in the position this game where we could definitely 2v1, I think. For sure. But we want to leave his turret up for a little bit so we can carry on just trying to make the most out of this. Even though we could get the first turret goal, but I don't know. One of those things. I want to try and milk it for as long as we can. Because he doesn't actually have TP, so... But mid is going to go down soon. So it's one of those things, we take this turret and then potentially we start overextending. And am I strong enough to win a 2v1? Probably not yet because of the CC. But nice, we're looking like really, really good. I'm going to leave it up. Might regret that. But yeah, good stuff. So far, pretty solid. But like, this is the thing, what really... maybe we should take it back. Ilgem's cursing down. This is one of those things. I completely forgot what I was going to say now. Where Noob should be punishing me here, really. You know, we have Ghost, which makes me pretty easy to kill. And, you know, he hasn't come top at all. I should kill him if you wanted to. Look at us, we're just so far ahead of him. Just change things a little bit there. Do we make the 2v1? I don't think... Oh. Thank God Warwick turned... Oh my, what the fuck even happened there? They've changed it, haven't they? I don't... Oh my. GG. I'm out of there. We'll go. We get my Triforce. They've changed him, haven't they? I don't understand how he actually works. What's the situation result these days? But, yeah. That was a bit scared. I always forget that he can do that now. It's a bit weird. I might actually go to Nasus boots this game. Like Ninja Tabby's, it's only really Barra, so you know, like the CC they have is pretty heavy. Everyone on their comp has CC, so I think Nasus could be quite good. But yeah, 2v1 without my Triforce, or we have my Triforce now, and yeah, we should, you know, next time kind of win that. Could look to probably go Frozen Heart next, I guess, maybe. Like Maokai isn't really the issue. It's more, I think, Noob. But at the same time, Spirits would be nice with the healing. Because once my E's underneath, and that's where we just become OP. But we just want to carry on focus on stacking. But I feel that we could have this many stacks in a normal game. Like, I feel we stacked well, but I don't know. No, it's not really us at all. Yeah. And why he really wants to keep fighting me, so we're just going to heal through his damage. Unless we're going to get like massively ganked, which is a potential. Does anyone really want to gank me right now though? That's the question. Triforce up. Once the Ghost up, I feel committed to turret diving. But be careful. I'm full health now. You can't trade like that. If we burn his root, I'm happy to go in on him. But whilst that's up, just dodge. Should have shoot dead. GG. Too easy, boys. That's how we roll. I haven't seen Maokai in ages. Let alone picked into a Nasus, and he picked into me as first pick. So we're going to carry on pushing. I think this is our moment now where we can shine. But you know, I'm hoping my team are going to be all right, because we could TP in, but I don't think we're tanky enough to make it happen. And it's 4v4, which we are definitely the carry of the team. So. I don't know. I'm sticking with my guns here and we're going for this. But Dragon, Ocean Drake. Ocean Drake would actually make us super OP here. We get this in time. We're going to get it at least. GG. We got a bit worried that they could rotate. Could actually try and TP. I think the turret's gone. It's too late to save it. Too late. That's cool though. We got a nice push. Traded tier 2s. I think mid lane maybe works better for them, but we got a lot of stacks and I'm looking like a beast at the moment, so there's that. We could try and I'm actually try and make something happen on this dragon in all fairness. It'd be nice to get that dragon. So, you know, well, 426. Just okay. Not spectacular, but it's not bad, eh? Oh, Warwick, what you up to, bruh? Nice flash. I really want this dragon. We TP top if need be, so Maokai can't kill top quick enough. And Ocean Drake would just, man, I think of all the cool things of having that dragon. Unless she makes some kind of crazy steal. Let's go. Could TP top, but Karma's going there, so he may just hold mid and save my TP because it could be useful elsewhere, I guess. So I don't know if he can ult to his tunnels anymore. I guess, and maybe they've taken that out. I don't know. Let me know below. Be my hero. Ancient Coin can almost be pretty much getting rid of now, to be honest. But what do we hit? 444. You know, I've easily hit 500 in games with just my normal sort of with the 45%, but with the 5% start compared to the 20%. So it's one of those things. I'm gonna go tenacity here. I'll pick up a pink if I can. I might just sell my ancient coin. Kind of nice having the gold still coming in, but vision is key, I guess. But yeah, we can just stick top now, or we could group up. You know, we're strong enough really to do whatever. I'm pretty damn tanky. Could do more some health maybe, and some MR maybe wouldn't be a bad shout, but definitely strong enough to make something happen here. Like a ghost in this should be pretty good. Damage. Oh, the CC. How is she so fast without boots? I will never know. We're in the money here. We can't run. I think we just had to go for that though. Oh, Tristana, yeah. At that point, I think there's situations like that where you're just better off just hitting. Like we're always gonna die then as soon as Varus turns up, so we may as well just hit and hope that Nasus lifesteal is pretty damn strong. 20%, man, that's crazy. The Q, I don't know what the actual official stats are, but a heal for a decent amount. That was a nice flash, really nice flash. And my team clean up anyway, so definitely a lunch she doesn't rip and move. Yeah, an ace, I guess. Shame Tristana dies, but pretty good stuff. It was just a shame that we just took too long to kill Cassiopeia. We had the damage, but we had the movement speed. she was quick. But this was the thing here, is where we start dropping off on stacks. We're fed, and we're looking beastly. We've got a lot of stacks. But we will start dropping off now. If we don't carry on stacking, it's one of the nice things of carry on pushing top. But Warwick's going to definitely take that whole wave for himself right now. What an OG. Round of applause to Warwick. Supposedly there's some new honor system in game, so he might have just got my honor right there. If I remember, I probably forget. That was what a nice guy. Well, nothing going on right now, so we just really want to just chill. Like, we kind of want to push a little bit, but just gain as many stacks. Like, if my team were pushing, we'd have to burn my E to really shove. And then you lose stacks because of that, but no map pressure at all at the moment. Back is farming bots, so why not get stacks? And we have TP up. Problem is, this is what I worry about. I'm like farming like this, but we're creating no pressure, and then my team does something stupid, and I'm kind of just stuck top doing absolutely bugger all. It's too late to TP in because they're all dead, and it's too late to push top because we were too slow doing it. So it's a tricky situation. So he's getting a bit more tankier now, but we win these duels left, right, and center. I think Maokai isn't our interest anyway. Don't know who's with Alistar. I'm not really scared of Alistar, but his teammates are a bit scary. You kill Varus, should be able to kill him pretty quick. Oh my. He's not dead, is he? Ugh. Oh my. Is that a pentakill coming out? We got eaten alive by Cassiopeia. It wasn't really a great fight. Like the problem was then, like, oh, we didn't really do as much damage as I kind of thought we were going to do to Varus. I wasn't really necessarily interested in that chase as hard. I was hoping maybe we'd pick up Alistar and I was going to kind of just be happy killing the support then. But Leona kind of landed a nice ult on Varus, but unfortunately, like, well, me and she does no damage, so they're just going to focus me. And we couldn't kill Varus quick enough. And Cassiopeia, just because we have no MR, I think just Cassiopeia just absolutely minced me alive then. That damage definitely doesn't show what happened, but yeah, but not having any MR, we just got eaten alive by her big time. Just too far extended. And the problem is my damage dealers aren't in position. You know, they're not doing any damage because they're too. Well, we just went way too ahead of my team, and we just get eaten alive. And that's one of those things you have to be careful with Nasus. Is charging in, you know, you're all like, oh, beastie and everything. Sure, we do a lot of damage, but, you know, if we're getting focused down, we will die quickly. Is that anyone really? So, you know, the thing is, if they're focusing me down and my team's there, then they're all going to die anyway, so it's GG. But fortunately, Warwick, we know, they blew a lot on me, and Warwick comes to save the day, so. But the problem is here, we're not really stacking anymore, and you see, we didn't really do all that much damage to Varus, and all things considered, really, for the point in time in game. Oh, cheers, mate. Sorry about that, bro. Might try and push out bot quick. As long as they don't do anything too crazy. So nice to try and get some more stacks for sure here. But let's see, we should be able to get a dragon here, which would be good. Right, we're definitely looking nice, but we gotta be careful. Don't really like this until rent. Oh, that was. I wanted to get. It was really greedy of me. I wanted to get rid of the. Fuck, can't do anything. I wanted to get rid of the boulder plant thing to stop them from like trying to come into the pit, but I couldn't click it, and we took way too much damage. Which wasn't really good. Fortunately, we got the dragon, but 2 for nothing, and they could probably do the Baron here. Took way. I just kind of was just hoping that we'd take that, and it just guarantees that they have to overcommit for it. Unfortunately, at that point I was dead, so I couldn't make anything happen in that team fight at all. So unfortunately. We lose Baron for it, sadly. Totally worth Mountain Drake, but so we gotta be a bit careful. We're looking cool, but Cassiopeia is looking dangerous. We complete my spirits now, which is good. Probably look to get like a dead man's behind me or something now. It'd be kind of nice just to chill out and actually start to get some stacks, because you can see how our farms definitely dropped off a bit. But I feel this way that comp's just working a lot better than ours. Like the Cassiopeia is absolutely destroying the team fights, and Maokai, you know, to be honest, is probably having a bigger impact than what I am. Just because he's like so unkillable. Unfortunately, you know, fortunately, like the last 2 fights, I've been too far ahead of my team. Like there, we were out of position, and my team's not in position, and we're just getting mints, and I'm either dying or I'm getting bullied so hard, you know, I'm gonna have to retreat, and we make no impact at all then, which isn't very good. We're almost up to 600, which is cool. It's a decent amount for time, but you know, definitely could be better. Yeah. Good. Well, they've. What are you gonna do? Probably this Cassiopeia's most likely coming. I don't know, there she is. Right. CC. Oh my god, Warwick, please. Oh man, that was dead. Oh, what a mess. Oh my god, that's a bit dodgy. Well, I need to go mid quick. There's a fancy item, isn't there, which I think actually might really wreck against the Cassiopeia. It was a nice turnaround at the start, but that was, you know, it was pretty obvious. I think we should have pulled back then. You know, it was pretty obvious that Cassiopeia was coming. Unfortunately, Warwick ulted Maokai, which was a complete. I think once I got out, we should have left. Like I couldn't re-engage into that, even with the ult onto. Even with the ult, wouldn't I? I don't think it would have gone too well. But we just got. Oh, we might be dead. CC'd up way too hard. That's just the CC is destroying me. And we got caught out then as well, to be honest. Oh no! But there, that CC in that fight was ridiculous. And again, once I'm dead here, they should just leave it. But the thing is, Tristana wasn't. Or it's not Tristana's fault. I got caught out disrespecting their CC again, really. Is this the item taking major damage from reduces subsequent damage from that spell? I think Cassiopeia is definitely the one who's winning these fights at the moment. If she just ults me, I'm screwed. It could be, might still have a chance. It's not over yet, but yeah, that was... From being the hero, we were literally... I should have just stayed... This is the thing, I just wanted to stay top, but unfortunately, Cassiopeia's kind of forced her hand, and we haven't been able to. Now my stack's just still good, but nothing to the point where I really could, you know, really want them to be, I guess. Should actually catch Barris, unless he's gonna hook onto that. Actually have Ghost. I'm actually Ghost for this. If you get some kills, we should be able to make something happen here. Whoa, what? Could get an inhib maybe. We shove this right. Nice, good catches. As long as they ignore Maokai. Try and shove this as hard as we can. Ah, that was a good job. They were just overstayed their welcome, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get an inhib or not. We don't have the minion wave, and I don't think I can tank an inhib turret. Especially with Maokai being alive as well. It's just not going to happen. The only decent thing is we might get some farm, I guess. Like, the problem is without minions, you do no damage to turrets whatsoever. But yeah, nice. It's good. You get the dragon, that'd be pretty cool, I guess, yeah. But yeah, that was a big swing. Got some nice kills off of that, but the CC is just wrecking us. That comp definitely working on a lot nicer. The problem with Nasus is his biggest weakness is CC, you know. If I can't get onto my target and we're losing half my health before we even got into the fight, I'm just screwed. I think this item could be quite a smart pickup here, to be honest. Half tempted to actually go Warmogs as well. Like, really, I don't need that much more armor because it's only really Varus, and the Frozen Heart field does enough there. Like, Reckonuve, I guess. But I don't think we need necessarily more. We're going to lose top here. That's how they get down. Only a tier 1. Fall into our tier 2 now. It's a safer thing. I think a Warmogs would be quite nice because it would allow us to actually disengage from the fights and gain a load of crap load HP back. That's what I'm going to go for. Which is so tanky. We have no Warwick here either. This is not good. Not good at all. It's not a good fight. The mighty Warwick though, man! Go go Warwick Ranger! Mighty Morphin Warwick Ranger! Slows. How's this Warwick so fast? I was about to run away then, to be honest. I was like, fuck this shit. I was literally I was only hitting Alistar during that. I couldn't do anything. Like, Alistar was just in my face and there was nothing I could do about it. I was not even gonna get this turret. Try on basis again, dude. I don't know if it's actually a good idea, but I think our turret's about to take a lot of damage. And we could have probably done Baron. That might actually have been a bad decision. But I think this would have wrecked our base. No, I'm probably not going to be able to do Baron without me either. That would probably been actually a decent Baron to have got then as well. That might have been a bad call, and that's Warwick, some mighty morphing damage dealer who's going to pull it off. I'll cry right now if we lose Baron. That's probably on me for... Oh, that's cool. I think, I don't know. It worked out, I guess. Wow, things. I was getting a bit worried about how life was actually looking for us right then, but Warwick is turning. That was like a really bad fight as well. I was just looking so. I was looking so bad. Looking really bad. Well, good stuff. Happy days. Happy days. Yeah, I think Warmog's gonna be quite nice here. Like we were really tanky. We survived that. I can't believe how we survived out of that. Yeah, Karma's actually looking pretty strong now. We'll see. So we get rid of Cassiopeia. Bang. Just how tanky. Yeah, but how tanky. There's Maokai. I reckon he's getting tank Alistar. It's just a bit scary. Gotta be careful we don't go two hands. We were just focused on Ali in that last fight. Wasn't great. Oh, this is not good. Actually, not even in this fight. That CC, like, we did see nothing there. Oh, baby. Where did he go? Fucking joke. Oh, karma, 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 karma. Nice, that was a really nice swivel onto him. Oh my. Oh, that really does change things. Oh, we don't need, if we killed Reckonoob then we won that fight hands down. The problem was I guess maybe I was at fault then, because I didn't really want the fight. We were focused, maybe we should have just tried poking Ali down, but I was worried that Cassiopeia was like looming around here, and I was in two minds about this the whole time, and it really cost us in that fight, because by the time I got in, my team was like half dead, and like we made a nice play on Barris and Reckonoob, and unfortunately we didn't actually kill both of them. But, you know, it was too late really, you know, they'd done... You know, it was good, but they certainly had dealt the damage. You know, they did enough really to kind of sort of sway that fight. We'd have been straight in there. We'd have won that hands down. I thought we were about to have that. We'd made a really nice wither onto Cassiopeia then, but unfortunately, Reckonoob obviously his ult, I guess, does work the same still or whatever. God only knows what happens. That guy's weird as fuck. But that's cool. That's cool. Warwick to carry, bro. Wherever he's at. He should probably get pushed top out. I'm really fussed about outage rate, but we'll see. Oh shit. Oh my. We lost. I thought top was in a bad state, but I think we were wrong. At least our inhibs actually respawn now as well, which is good. Well, their team don't do anything too crazy. The thing is, we don't really want to fight in a concave like this. It's just going to really work out well for the Cassiopeia here. Cool. Oh, wow. Oh, damn, Anthony, she's dead. Nah, I'm dead. I'm just got to get a wither off from him or something. Oh no. Oh, he's got to die. Oh, I think that is game. Karma, I don't know. I think she made a nice play. I think actually we might be alright. They're going to do the Elder Drake. I don't really know why. And they get our inhib again and we'll be up in time. But Karma, well, again, you know, we're not in position as a team, you know. Like Karma goes in and then I've kind of gone into like, shit, I need to kind of help her out. And at that point, my team is nowhere in position. I've been, once again, absolutely taken out the fight before my team's there. I think as a team, we would kill them, but we're just not being, you know, we're not playing as a team at the moment, and you're just getting CC'd up to hell, and, you know, by that time I'm just absolutely useless. Like, we did actually some nice damage to Barris in the end, and unfortunately, you know, had we been full health, or had we been as a 5, that would have been completely different, but, yeah, not much we do about it. Oh, I might have actually regret this decision. Thank God for the untanky here. Nice. Nice. Oh, good job. Fortunately, we have nothing to take. This is the problem. We get these kills, like we make these kills happen on the backside of things, but unfortunately, yeah, there's nothing to ever take because everything's down at this point. Really, had we actually stayed top this game, we'd be at 1,000 stacks for sure. It would have been a lot better, but it's just the way the cookie, or I think we've had to stick with my team just because of how fed Cassiopeia just, you know, my team wouldn't be able to handle her. As, as a 4. Shame that I don't know who died. Who died? Warwick. Man, we need for the Baron as well. You can afford my Warmogs now. The thing is, I don't know if Warmogs actually. I don't know. Let's see. In some ways, I think it could be nice, but if we get blown up too quickly, it's not really going to do us any favors anyway. Ooh. Alright. Get ready for it. It's a big moment. We get an elixir as well. Oh, my. Something about iron tenacity. That's actually a very good. That's a real big elixir to pick up. Should be pretty nice. I feel though we're going to be too late to this party. It's a real shame that Warwick was there. They're just going to be completely prepped, warded up, and I don't think we can really do much about it. Unfortunately, well, it might be alright. No, I'm not going on to it. There is hope. Oh, we'll see. Problem is our lanes are going to be pushing against us, but oh yeah. Just needed like a big karma queue or something as the goal, I guess. I don't really want to be here because I'm kind of split from my team, but our lanes are getting absolutely dicked by minions at the moment. We don't really want to fight in these concaves like we have either. Team fight positioning hasn't worked too well for us. Just a tense stand-up. I hate it because all these minions, all these wasted minions. I was split from my team as well, which isn't ideal. Alright, this might be. Oh, she's so low. Problem is, Barris just back. Oh man, it's ridiculous. Just don't even know what to say. What can I do about that? We Baron quickly, I guess, and defend lanes. I didn't even. She died, but man, well, I'm quite surprised we actually survived this fall. I thought we were dead, to be honest. What can I do? I think with the build, I'm quite happy with my build, to be honest. It worked out alright. Tenacity, I think, is certainly going to help out. Deary me, though. That was crazy. At least we got Baron, which is nice. And we were able to defend our lanes, which is cool. Hopefully, we can try and make something happen off of this. We do get that elixir again. TP's up, so just try and get this shoving for us, but we do need to group them and make something happen for sure. Kind of wouldn't mind pushing, but we definitely just need to group up and force something here. Maybe die on my ass. I do worry though, straightforward. It's going to be a 5v5 now because they're all up, so I don't really know what we can do. This could be it. He's gone a bit ham. It's looking in our favour. Oh man. The problem is that backlines are just doing so much damage and I have no ghost to do anything. Thankfully our Tristana I think has actually picked up her damage. She doesn't hurt me anymore. That ability, that spell, that item we've taken, that fancy new item is absolutely wrecked. Who stole the penna? Lars. He stole it. Wow. Well. Try and remember to honor Warwick. I'm going to take him to steal that. Totally was trying to let her get it. GG! Wow, that was actually a really good game. A really good game. So, you know, hopefully the first 20 minutes was quite an interesting sort of insight into how I personally feel about the cooldown on Nasus. You know, really, like, to be honest there, it's gained us no additional stacks to what we could have done in a normal game versus Maokai. You know, I feel, oh, they've changed this. Warwick is, how do we change? He was a team player, I guess, maybe. Has anyone honoured me? Do I find out? How do I know? I was the man. Someone's got to be honouring me. I guess they probably could be Tristana, I guess, for a big quadra kill. There's the CC really killed us off, but hopefully, you know, the start was an interesting sort of insight into my thoughts about cooldowns and whatnot on Nasus. But yeah, good gameplay. Honestly, I didn't think we were going to win at one point. I was a bit worried, but 55k damage, man, crazy. Anyway, bosses, as per usual, take it easy and have a great day. Peace.
So alive.